Good morning, everyone. Today I'm speaking to Brian, who has an interesting situation and he's frustrated and he wanted to say his story. So hopefully somebody at Amazon can understand him and reinstate his account. So Brian, tell us a little bit about your business and what happened to you the last 6 months.
Absolutely. And thanks for giving me this opportunity. I appreciate it. So basically, back in May of last year, Amazon gave us a notification for selling unsuitable goods, forced us into a video confirmation call, which happened 3 weeks later. We supplied documentation, credit card, ID, invoices. 2 months later, Amazon suspended us for Section 3 violation of seller code of conduct. Again, no information on the unsuitable goods regarding specific ASINs, no information on seller code of conduct. Eventually, after 4 or 5 appeals, it became apparent the suspension was they didn't like one of our suppliers. They said it was an unverified supplier, potentially fraudulent invoice, and that's what they suspended us for. Like I said, we've appealed 4 times to account health and 1 time to the leadership team. Always the same exact cut and paste formulaic response.
How
Um,
many, you're on Amazon 15 years, I mean, like me. So what are your thoughts about them just you waking up one day and there's no one to talk to? I mean, how does it make you feel? Do you feel that they're improving their relations with legitimate long time sellers like yourselves?
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like it's very frustrating. I know you know, and I know I've watched some of your other videos, and I feel the same frustration that you feel. Feel the same frustration that they feel. It's absolutely a facade. Everything that they've done, everything that they've said, it's like putting lipstick on a pig. I mean, it's absolutely for show. There's no substance behind it. I mean, once they accuse you of something, okay, you got this great account health dashboard. You have all these people that'll listen to you, but they're not giving you any information. It's very shallow. There's no substance to it. I mean, if they were really serious about working with us to solve these problems, like why do they withhold information from us? Like, why you have a problem with me selling unsuitable goods? Tell me what the unsuitable goods are. Did not do that. If you have a problem with one of my suppliers, tell me who the supplier is. Reach out and call them. I mean, I've been selling, like I said, this is a supplier I've used for close to 10 years. Not one time did they reach out to them. They won't even tell me who the supplier is. Again, the lack of information to me is very alarming. And again, it's just whatever they've done supposedly to fix the system, it's all for show. There's no substance there, none. And it is very frustrating. I agree.
And I mean, being accused, falsely accused of a crime of anything is a very frustrating experience. And do you get that feeling that you're being falsely accused and they're not giving you an opportunity to respond?
Oh, 100%. Absolutely. Like I said, and I've told you before, no A to Z claims, no chargebacks, 99% positive. I mean, no comments in the system regarding anything that we've done that would suspect that like we've done anything wrong. I feel like, again, I know Amazon uses algorithms, computer programs to run their business, and those computer programs are not perfect. So they're going to provide false positives, which I believe 100%. If someone looked at our account and then looked at our metrics and then said they would say like absolutely this is a good seller, he should have never been suspended, this is a false positive, let's put him back. But as you know, like once they accuse you of something and it's usually a computer program that's done it, they believe the computer program and the burden of proof now falls to you with almost no information to say that the computer program was wrong. It's almost, I mean, it's a losing game. I mean, there's no way you're going to be able to do it.
All right, so the way I would explain it is imagine I accuse you of doing something wrong. I don't tell you what it is, and I don't give you the evidence, and then I say prove that I'm wrong.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good way of doing it.
Yeah, so one last thing. So I told you that you're fortunate that you got your funds back and that you got your inventory back. If anything, what does that prove that, like you said before?
Well, I mean, if they obviously had a problem with my inventory, I know Amazon wouldn't have given it back. So, like the quote unquote unsuitable goods flag that was on our account obviously wasn't correct. Because, again, if Amazon even remotely suspects that your inventory is bad, it doesn't come back. And they gave it all back to us. I mean, they were holding about $15,000 at the time of suspension, but that money was burned through returning our inventory to us. So I mean, in my opinion, like clearly we weren't selling unsuitable goods. And again, what exactly the problem is with one of our suppliers? Again, if you're not going to work with me and tell me what it is, I mean, again, it's a computer program telling them we don't like something that you're doing. And like you said before, I mean, yeah, we don't like what you did, but we're not going to tell you what it is and then try to fix what it is without any information. I mean, it's impossible.
Right. Right. Okay. So I'm sorry you're in this position. I'm laughing at the situation, but I empathize with you, and I'm sorry about this situation. I mean, I've seen it so many times. It's just so frustrating. And I hope someone at Amazon sees this and can fix it and reinstate. Sometimes that's what happens, and I'm sorry you're going through. So, anything else you would like to say in closing, Brian?
I would say one thing, and I mean, like you had asked me before, like how many employees we have. I mean, we're a small business. We sell out of print toys and games. That's the area we specialize in. Like I said, we've been doing it for 15 years. We have about 5 employees. Amazon openly advertises, that they're for small business, that they want to support us. But when they do things like this, again, you're obviously not supporting small business. You're obviously hurting us. And again, if you're going to advertise and then you're going to use that as a way to promote you as like, oh, you're such a beneficial company, you're providing all these opportunities for small business. The hypocrisy of it is just absolutely crazy. Because
Right.
again, it's like any day you can wake up for something that you may or may not have done and you don't even know what it is. Amazon's going to suspend you, and all the time and money and effort and employees' lives that support you are all gone.
Yeah, and
Literally.
they hide behind 100 lawyers and a BSA that's 50 pages, and they say, "We told you."
Right. Like, and that's the thing. And I think this is great. What you're doing is getting these stories out in the open and showing them who they are, because everything that you do with them, all the emails that I've submitted to them, all the conversations that I've had with them, they're all private. So there's no accountability for Amazon in regard to their bad behavior. So, I mean, this at least shows it to some people. I mean, people watch it. I hope people understand. And again, the consumers, when you're buying on Amazon, like over 60% of the things that are on there are from third-party sellers, small businesses like me. And this is the bad behavior that Amazon's doing, and the commercials that they're trying to whitewash and say that they're good for small business and good for consumers. Well, know that they're hurting more people than they're helping. And Amazon needs to be held accountable for that. And I hope that your videos, I know they provide some accountability. I hope that drives that home, because it's absolutely wrong.
Yeah, so we're lately I've been organizing it on a website, and they've been, like I said, I'm trying to get the videos better. So yeah, thank you for coming up. And the main thing is that someone can see it, and if Amazon reinstates, we'll let bygones be bygones. So hopefully they do that. Okay.
Absolutely. I appreciate it. Again, like I said, thank you for the opportunity. And like I said, I appreciate the work you're doing, and I hope it makes Amazon better.
Okay. Thank you. I have to go. Bye.